Hi, it's T. Carlson here. Any day that I can review the TV series of Gerry Anderson making their high-def debuts is always a good thing. And today we're going to be taking a look at another one of those releases, that being Terrahawks, which was created by Gerry Anderson and Christopher Burr. I'm going to unbox this release and share my opinions. Nice close-up of the package there and all the characters. This show came out in the 1980s, so this is over 10 years after the last Super Mario Nation show. In fact, this is called Super Macromation. I don't really know what the difference between the processes is, if any. Back cover of that actually looks very nice. This is an import release from Network in England, but it is region free, so it will work in your American player. There's discs 1 and 2, disc 3 and 4, disc 5 and 6. Underneath discs 1 and disc 6, we have an episode guide and a list of bonus features. I'll read the description of the show as follows from the package. Terrahawks, stay on this channel. This is an emergency. Gerry Anderson, the hugely influential creator of Thunderbirds and Captain Scarlet, made a spectacular return to puppet animation in the early 1980s with an exciting new series produced with Christopher Burr. Thrilling yet another generation of children and adults, Terrahawks introduces a new elite force to defend 21st century Earth from a host of alien invaders. Led by the heroic Tiger Neinstein, the Terrahawks crew consists of Captain Mary Falconer, Tiger's second-in-command, fighter pilot and pop star Kate Kestrel, the poetically inclined Lieutenant Hero, and Lieutenant Hawkeye, the gunner with computer-enhanced vision. Assisted by a legion of charismatic spherical robots known as the Zeroids, they battle a cabal of evil adversaries, none more terrifying than the android crone Zelda, would-be conqueror of all Earth scum. The entire series is presented here for the first time in high definition from the best available materials in its original as-transmitted aspect ratio. I'd never watched Terrahawks prior to picking up this Blu-ray set, but anytime something Gerry Anderson comes out on a high-def format, I'm always eager to check it out and, of course, give it my review. Terrahawks, of course, does have a lot in common with earlier Gerry Anderson productions, namely the fact that you have sci-fi elements with a force of good fighting against a force of evil. In this case, the evil space witch Zelda. The Terrahawks is a pretty diverse and interesting group of people, although I do have to say the Zeroids, the robots that they use, are more interesting than any of the human characters and certainly give this show something of its own. Human characters in this one, I do have to admit, are a little lacking compared to the personalities of some of the ones back in the 60s Gerry Anderson shows. I would even go so far as to say Tiger Neinstein is probably the most unlikable protagonist in the history of any Gerry Anderson show. And you just see this guy bullying robots constantly and reminding them that they're subhuman, even after they saved his life so many times. And every time he dies, of course, he's able to come back in a new body. Funnily, the Star Wars comics from a few years ago actually did something similar with a character named Silo, so I really wonder if this is where they got that idea from. That said, there are some interesting visuals and technology, those sort of being hallmarks of series put out by Gerry Anderson. And I do have to say the production values are high and the show looks pretty good. It was fun to go back and revisit this one, or in my case, visit for the first time. I have good news and I have bad news when it comes to this release of Terrahawks. Bad news first. Picture quality is terrible. This looks so fuzzy and soft, it looks like a VHS tape. It's possible this was shot on videotape and this is just an upscale, or maybe it's shot on film and the masters are just in really bad shape. I'm not sure which it is, but either way, the show does not look good, and I haven't seen any prior release of the show, so I can't say how much better, if any, this looks than prior releases, but just in general, overall, it does not look good. On a more positive note, though, there are a ton of bonus features here, including featurettes with a lot of the cast and crew. There's even an extended pilot version of one of the episodes that's extended that had a lot of scenes cut from the proper airing. It's sourced from a VHS tape because that's the only source that's available. There is a lot of stuff here worth checking out if you're a fan, so I am happy to see that this isn't just bare bones like some of those earlier releases of the Gerry Anderson shows on Blu-ray, even if those ones did have much better picture quality. If you're a fan of Terrahawks, you might as well pick this release up. It's got all the episodes in one convenient place. You get some nice bonus features. But sadly, again, the picture quality is not good. Whenever something says it's remastered from the best available elements, that's usually not a good sign. And sadly, that's certainly the case with Terrahawks. So, moderately recommended, but know what you're in for. Are you a fan of Terrahawks? Where would you rank this in the Jerry Anderson filmography? Comment down below and know what you think. Also, remember to subscribe to this channel for more content, as I'm always posting new videos. And make sure you give this one a like if you found it helpful. I'm Taylor T. Carlson. See you next time.